Hi, my name is Laura, and I did the online Zoom regression with Rob a couple weekends ago, and I had an incredible experience. The first regression we did was contacting a loved one. I didn't know what to expect, and it's kind of beyond anything that I can put into words in terms of how it works. But Rob was so amazing in the way that he led the meeting or the regression that it was very comfortable. It was very relaxing. He's got such an incredible gift, had such an incredible, wow. It's really like life altering. I trusted the process and just let it unfold. And I was able to make contact with my daughter who died by suicide 6 months ago. She was 15. And it brought me a lot of peace. It gave me a lot of peace that I didn't have before I did the regression. So it was very impactful for me and has really changed the way that I was processing the grief. And then the second day, it was incredible. It brought me to a past life. I had the option to choose between two lives, and I chose one where I was a little girl in Nebraska in the 1860s to 1875, I think. I was about 15 years old, and it was incredible. It was just kind of unfolding like a movie, like I was watching a movie, and I knew that I just needed to trust the process and let it happen. For me, it was mostly auditory, but there was a lot of visual as well. With the soul regression where I saw my daughter, or I met with my daughter, it was mostly auditory. There wasn't a whole lot of visual. It was mostly just light that I saw. So it's an overwhelming process to be able to go and speak with the Council of Elders and find out what your purpose and meaning in this life is, and just to understand on a new level things that I never would have even been open to a year ago before my daughter died. Now I'm open to this, and it's hard to put into words how impactful it's been just in the last 2 weeks, how much I've changed the way that I was thinking about her death and suicide in general, and just knowing that everything that has happened and everything that will happen is exactly as it's supposed to be. And it's just brought me so much peace, especially losing a child by such a horrible means of death. To know that it was a strong possibility that it could happen and that we agreed to this before we incarnated was very powerful, because it brought me so much peace. That's really the key element that I can take away from all of it, was that it brought me so much peace. And Rob was an incredible guide in that process and made it so easy. And I just trusted him so much with the way that he was able to take us into a very deep hypnosis, but I still felt very in control. I didn't feel like he was manipulating me at all. It was just an incredible experience for me. And I would recommend it, highly recommend it, for anybody who's open to it. It's a very powerful experience for anybody to connect with a loved one and then to talk to their Council of Elders and experience a past life regression. It's incredible. Feeling like you're being held and supported. That's how it felt, like they were embracing me, energetically kind of embracing me.